Right now, let's get to the AI industry's efforts to boost its influence in Washington. Emily Wilkins joins us actually in New York with more on this. It's nice to see you in person, Emily.
It's so good to be here in person, Becky. Well, look, Congress is out for the week, so I think I'm more likely to run into a lawmaker here probably. But one of the really interesting things that I think we've just kind of been tracking over time is the AI industry. It's really making itself felt in D.C. right now through lobbying efforts, through these new campaigns that are being launched, even its physical presence in D.C. You know, Anthropic, OpenAI, CoreWeave, NVIDIA, Scale AI, they're all either reportedly starting new offices in the D.C. area or making plans to expand them. AI companies, they're also expanding their presence on Capitol Hill. If we look at the data from last quarter, OpenAI, Anthropic, NVIDIA, they all set records for lobbying. NVIDIA actually registered to lobby just for the first time earlier this year. They've already boosted their spending to $1.9 million in Q3. And for the first time since they've started lobbying, Andreessen Horowitz spent more than $1 million in Q3. Now, not all AI companies are in sync on exactly what their priorities are. Anthropic's been a bit of an outlier. They spent a record $1 million in lobbying in Q3. They've pushed for more AI safety standards, with their CEO calling a proposed moratorium on AI laws too blunt. But lawmakers are also really divided on AI right now, because while the White House is pushing to override state laws, some Republicans, including Senators Josh Hawley, Marjorie Taylor Greene, they're warning against that approach. And this all comes, of course, as congressional leaders are aiming for a potential vote, maybe even in the next few weeks, on preemption. But clearly, Becky, they've got a ways to go.
Yeah, they've had trouble with this already to this point. They tried to put it in the big, beautiful bill, weren't able to do that. And I understand the argument that the feds should probably have priority on something that's so important, to have interstate commerce not get in the way. I understand that completely. But if you don't have a plan, it also seems like a problem to be saying the states can't have any rules. We're not going to have any rules, and the states can't either. I mean, and that's not how it's played out. If you look at e-commerce over the years, the states were always the ones who stepped in first. Social media, the states stepped in first. It takes a long time for the federal government to figure out these new industries.
Absolutely. And there's not even a comprehensive AI bill at the moment that has a clear shot to actually getting through both chambers. And I think it goes to what Mark Warner has said on the show, to what Alex Boris said yesterday. It's not that there is necessarily a resistance to having a federal law that preempts state laws. It's just a question of what it is. And it's also interesting to see that the tack that sources have told me is being taken, which is the idea that you kind of separate things out, that you don't ban all state AI laws. You leave stuff for consumer protections, for protecting kids, for safety, for privacy. But then you carve out things like development, deployment, things that they actually deal with the U.S. race against China in AI. And you say, OK, those are going to be at the federal level.
That makes sense. Is there any movement for a common sense, logical approach to these things?
It sounds like there is. I think the question is...
But is there support, I guess, behind it, enough support that they could get behind it in Congress?
I mean, that is kind of the big question. I think what most folks on the Hill will tell you is, give me the details. Let's actually see something on paper. Yeah. I mean, at this point, sure, you've seen Trump go on Truth Social and tweet about it. You've seen a lot of folks be asked about it. What you need is an actual plan on paper, and then you can get into the details.
Who in Congress is most likely to be leading up some of the details gathering?
So we know that in the House, Steve Scalise, of course, majority leader, has been doing a lot on this, as well as Brett Guthrie, who heads up the committee that oversees AI. A number of other members who are really interested in it, like Jay Obernolte. I mean, I know you have Congressman Gottheimer coming up on this show. Definitely, he's one of the folks that I've asked a lot about his involvement with AI. He seems to think there is a bipartisan path forward. And look, we have seen bipartisanship in the past on the issue of AI. You saw those bipartisan task forces. I think, again, it's just a question of put something on paper, and then the devil is always in the details. Legislation in Congress is always 90% of the way there. Yeah. It's the last 10% everyone wants to negotiate over.